I audition for stuff, and I'll have like a beard or some stubble or whatever, and then I get the part and they want me to shave. It happens all the time. I'm like, I'm telling you, when I shave, I'm gonna look like I'm 15. Got kind of a baby face. So I got the beard. How's it going, San Francisco? Okay, I always ask this question because I'm just curious. Whose first convention is this? Okay, wow, see, like a lot of you, I'd say like almost half, it looks like. Once Upon a Time fans are so sweet. You guys all politely like raise your hands. I do some of these shows for Supernatural as well with Creation, and it's usually the opposite kind of response from the Supernatural crowd. So you guys are a nice change of pace. Yeah, it's, there's some fans that are fans of both shows, but there's definitely like a different energy at Once Upon a Time shows. It's sweeter. For the most part, I'd say it's a bit calmer. Maybe it's just Friday and we're in San Francisco. I don't know, but I don't know what's going on in San Francisco nowadays. But you guys, you seem like a nice crowd. So who are we excited to see this weekend?
Well,
oh yes, it's quite a lineup. Got some Lana fans here? Here's some screams. How about J-Mo? Colin? All right, calm down. Calm down. I mean, I know he's handsome-ish. I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. And I know I'm just here to warm up the crowd for the headliners, okay? I know my place. Did a handful of episodes. Some of you still don't know who I am. Who here has not seen my episodes? Okay, cool, great. That's a good start. I was lucky enough to book the role of Prince Eric in season 3. I did 3 episodes in season 3, though really just kind of 2. Really just kind of 1. I don't know. It's how you want to look at it. I did one really great episode called Ariel, where I got to play Prince Eric, and then I did another one after that, and then I made a very small appearance in another one after that. And then this past season, and asked me to come back. I was so excited, and then I got the script, and this is what we do as actors. You get the script, and if you're not like, a main character on the show, there's like a little search bar, at the top of your thing where you can just type in Prince Eric, and then you can go through like really fast to see how many times Prince Eric is mentioned, or you have hopefully a line. So that's the way I approach my scripts for Once Upon a Time, because I learned that the hard way. After that first episode, I would do that, and it was like, shit, they're talking about me a lot. They're looking for me. Where am I? And then there's like just this it's me like through a looking glass or like a mirror or something. I can't remember. I'm on the beach, like kissing Ariel, whatever. But it was just like this small appearance, and look, it beats working for a living. I'm not complaining. I was happy to do it. But it is nice to have more to do and have dialogue and all that. Hey, am I oversharing or what? I'll always be honest with you guys. You can ask me anything, I think. That third episode in season 3 that I did, they flew me to Vancouver on, we can applaud that. Love Vancouver. Usually, I love Vancouver, but also I realize that I love Vancouver not only because it's an absolutely beautiful, wonderful city, but it usually means that I'm working, which is also a good thing. So they fly me to Vancouver on like a Wednesday, and I worked on Thursday and I flew home on Friday. It was like one of those really fast things, because literally all I did is on Thursdays I went to the beach in the morning. I had to get up somewhat early, which was kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. I went to the beach, and it was kind of raining, and Joanna was there, and poor thing, she had no shoes on. It was cold, and we were in the sand, and I don't know if you guys remember this moment. It's like that iconic moment where Eric picks up Ariel and like spins her and kisses her, And he was laughing. I mean, it was maybe a second and a half in the episode. And you don't really see us up close. Anyway, so we go down to the beach to shoot that little thing, and I think we did about 6 or 7 takes, and some were better than others. Picking someone up in wet sand is like, and I'm not the strongest guy, but I'd like to think I'm a little bit stronger now than I was back then. But trying to pick her up and actually spin her was kind of challenging, and then I had to obviously kiss her, which was not challenging. Yeah, I was exactly, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, I think we need one more. Just keep it rolling, let's just do a series. I'll just give you a few different versions. They'll get progressively more intense. You're like, okay, less tongue, Gil. Joanna, are you okay? She's like, oh yeah. No, she didn't say that at all. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but my point was, it beats working for a living, because like I'm doing this thing and we do like 7 takes, say, and the director's happy, and when you work as a guest star on shows, most of the time, the first AD is aware of when the guest star is finished with an episode, and it's kind of tradition, it's kind of a nice courtesy for the first assistant director to tell everyone, cast, crew, this is Gil's last day on this episode, and everybody applauds, right? Which is so unnecessary, especially when you just do what I just did, which is like next to nothing. So he does this, and the crew is just like, seriously? Like, you're done? Wait, you live in LA, right? And I was like, yeah, I live in LA. They flew you up here to kiss her like 6 or 7 times. Now you're just going home? You're done? I'm like, yeah, sorry guys. And they were like, they were joking, but I could tell they were kind of pissed. Because those guys work so hard, and like their day was just getting started. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, I might go for like a walk, maybe grab a juice or something, catch an afternoon nap. I don't know, get a nice dinner tonight and then go home. Yeah, so anyway, it's a fun show to work on. It's a fun show to work on, even if I have very little to do at times. So they called this year, and I was so surprised. Honestly, I'd kind of given up that I would ever get to go back. And then I get to come back, and I'm Jafar, which is, you're reading through, you're like, yeah, shit, I'm Jafar, what? This is just cruel at this point. But it was fun to get to come back to the show after, a couple of years, and to get to walk back onto that soundstage. And it was the same soundstage that we shot the ballroom dance sequence in my first episode. Had been converted to like a desert, and with tents, and it was just really cool. It's a fun show to work on because the costumes and the sets are usually like pretty intricate and elaborate, unless it's just a lot of green screen, which it is sometimes. So as I'm pacing around up here, I'm like, do you guys want to ask some questions? Because if you do, there's a lovely young lady over here. There's not one over there, but there's one over here who has a microphone. So if anybody wants to, at any point, come up and ask a question, feel free to do so, and I'll do my best to answer it. Cool. This is going great. Thank you. Because I was about to come out there.
Yeah, right? You could do that too.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
I'm Courtney.
Courtney?
And this is Alex.
Alex,
We
nice to
met
meet you
you
guys.
in Chicago last year, which was super fun.
Yes, Courtney and Alex, right. Yeah, you guys are crazy. I like you guys, you're crazy, man.
If you could be any other character on the show, what character would you be and why?
Oh, wow. I've been asked this recently, and I'll be honest with you guys, I don't really watch the show. I know it's shocking. It's so surprising. Thanks for not booing me, at least. I'll check in here and there. Check in, see what's going on. Like, I watched the musical episode because I was really interested to see why I wasn't in it. It's all about me, really. No, I thought it was a really fun episode. I wanted to see that. I guess I would have to say charming. Just because I think, like, type-wise, I can play that part. I don't know. Maybe? Thank you! Oh my god, you guys are so sweet. You guys think I'm charming? That's so sweet of you. Totally unprompted. Yeah, charming would be cool. I think if there was another part that I've seen that I would, like, might be able to play, it would be that. Though I did audition for Hook. I read for Hook, so that was kind of fun. That would have been a fun one to get if it wasn't for Colin. Colin! He's such an asshole, too. I'm sorry. I'm just getting carried away. He's really not. He's a sweetheart. Are there kids in the audience?
Yes.
Okay, cool. How old?
17 and 9, and they've heard it all.
Okay, yeah, 17, give me a break. 9, okay. Sorry, how many other 9-year-olds are in the audience? Just one, great.
12.
Okay, all right. I'll try to curb the language. My apologies.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, Hook would have been fun. Anything else, Alex? Nothing else? Nothing else for me? I appreciate that. That's a good friend. All right, girls.
Thank you.
Carry on.
Yay, come here, Alex.
Yes, please. Patricia.
Hi. So your
How are
daughter's
you?
name is, I'm good. We just saw 10 minutes ago.
I saw you 10 minutes ago. I'm still the same.
Your daughter's name is Vivian.
Yes.
Where did that come from? What do I do?
My daughter, yes, I have a 11-month-old. She'll be 1 September 4th. Thanks. Yeah, she's pretty damn cute. Her name is Vivian, and we got her name. My wife's grandmother is named Vivian, so she spells it differently than the way we spell it. We spell it the French way because, like, we're fancy. V-I-V-I-E-N-N-E.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife loves everything French, so it's like, that's the way we spell it. But we call her Vivi, or Viv, or V, or whatever. Whatever strikes the moment. But anyway, so her great-grandmother is named Vivian. So that's where it came from. Yeah, and her middle name is James, which was my dad's name. So, Vivi James. Yeah, it's kind of cute. Maybe she'll be a singer. Be a really cool, like, jazz singer's name, you know, Vivi James. Got a good ring to it, right?
Yes.
Thanks, Patricia.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Diana.
What's your name?
Hi, Dylan.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Can you sing the music of the night, please?
Can I sing the music of the night? Oh my gosh, way to put me on the spot. Oh Lord. I would love to sing that for you guys. I wish I would have been more prepared. Oh my god, I don't think I can do this just like on the spot. But let me see if I'm good. All right, bear with me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, really? Total disaster.
Woohoo!
It's all right. This is what happens when you do things on the fly. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation, darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Hear it, feel it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin, let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the Oh, wow. Yeah, take that, Colin. Wow, oh, wow, hey, wow, that went okay.
Right.
No, I'm serious. I can't believe I just did that on the fly. You know what? It's like, thank you. I mean, because I get nervous, you know, like I'm like most people, you know, I get nervous, and I like to be prepared. If I know I'm going to do something like that, I like to be prepared. But sometimes it's fun to take a chance, and you guys are so great, and you're so like, even if I fall on my face. Yeah, and that's one thing that's been really cool about these conventions. It's kind of like taught me to like just, you know, take some chances and put myself out there, and there's no reason to be afraid. So thank you. Where did she go? What was your name? Thank you very much, Gardelan. Are you from France? Turkey. Beautiful.
Wow.
I've never been to Turkey. I want to go to Turkey. Thank you. Hey.
Hi, I'm Alexis.
Nice to meet you, Alexis.
All right, so I just had a question. Do you have any like funny stories or anything on other cast members, inside jokes or anything?
Yeah, I've got so many stories. I was on the show for so long. It's like it's hard to pick. Oh wow, funny stories. Let me think for 1 second. Yeah. I don't really, you know, I was not on the show for very long, so as you guys are well aware. And I definitely wasn't on the show long enough to like, to be involved in any pranks or anything like that. Wow. I don't know that I have any funny stories, to be honest with you. Other than the one I told earlier about trying to be like Prince Eric and have this magical moment with Ariel when I'm like, I can't even pick her up. That was kind of embarrassing. Yeah, you know, it was cool. Like, right when I got to Vancouver, I went straight to, this isn't a funny story, though, this is kind of how I remember the whole thing. I went straight to the studio and got fitted for that gem of an outfit right there. Eduardo was just like so excited to dress me. It's like, more sequins! Tighter! It's cancer, not tight enough. Oh, I do have, speaking of tight pants, okay, this is kind of fun. See, it all would come to me eventually. So when I went back to make this appearance in season 6, same thing, I went straight to the wardrobe department to get fitted for my costume, and I was like, I wonder what they're gonna put me in this time. And then I get there, and it was, oh, yeah, obviously they're just gonna put me in the same thing I had on before. They're not gonna make like a new outfit for me for this, like 2 lines. But it was also like, at least it wasn't that. It was like it was like some like leather riding pants, like they're like kind of like chaps. And it was like his military outfit, I guess. But so anyway, I go in the changing room, and my wardrobe's hanging there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I haven't seen you in a couple years. Leather pants. So I get those leather pants down. They're like pleather, right? It's not real leather. And I'd like to think this is because I've been like working out a little bit or whatever, but I couldn't get the pants on. Like literally could not like get finally like got up and just blew out the crotch. Just ripped. I mean, obviously it was the crotch that ripped. I mean, come on, you know what I'm talking about. This guy knows what I'm talking about. So anyway, I blew out the crotch of the pants I'd worn in season 3, and so I'm standing in the window and I was like so nervous to be back. Oh, my shoes are done.
Wardrobe. I'll do it.
You guys laugh, but like my biggest fear is falling off the stage. So anyway, I'm standing in the wardrobe in the changing room with the crotch blown out of my leather pants, and I'm like, excuse me. And I can't remember the woman's name, but she comes in, she's like, yes, oh. No, those just aren't gonna work over there. It's like, I don't think so. Did you give me Aladdin's pants or what? So anyway, I don't know if they were just messing with me, but they brought out a fresh pair of pleather pants for me, and then those worked just fine. So, yes, so that's my story.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Sydney.
Hey, Sydney.
I just wanted to know, clearly you can act and clearly you can sing.
Oh,
Have you
thanks.
done a lot of musical theater, and if so, which roles?
You know, I have not done a lot of musical theater. I did some in college, a couple little things around LA after college. In college, I played Danny Zuko in Grease, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, and then we did, my senior year, we did Pippin.
Yes.
And I did not get to play Pippin, which I was a little upset about, but I played Charlemagne.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I got to grow my beard for once. So that was cool.
I'm the only person in the world that
The closest I've ever gotten to doing like a Broadway caliber show is, I got really close for the first national tour of Wicked for Fierro, which is still a role that I would love to play. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I haven't, you know, it just hasn't been in the cards for me up to this point. So maybe one day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Mariah.
Mariah? Nice to meet you, Mariah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Besides Ariel, who's your favorite person on the set?
Besides Ariel. I mean, how do you know even like her, really, though? You just assuming because she's Ariel and that I'm just messing with you. Yeah, Joanna was great. Who is my favorite person on set?
Colin!
Definitely Colin. No, I'm totally joking. I wouldn't say he was my favorite, but Colin actually was so kind and welcoming, and he was one of my favorite people that I met for sure. The leaf lady, or the lady that does all the foliage. Yeah, she's cool. She's fun. She's a good one. I don't even know her name, but she's a good time. Sarah, yes. Is she here? She shows up sometimes. She's got some energy, that one. Okay, so this past season, I got to work with Karen David, which was really great. She's a total sweetheart. And Oded Fair, who played Jafar. Those were two really, really wonderful actors that I got to meet and work with this past season. But yeah, if I had to pick one besides Ariel, I guess I would have to pick Jasmine. And I'm kind of sad that she's not here. Because we usually sing A Whole New World together. Oh, I know. So now I'm just going to sing it by myself. Just kidding. Thank you, Mariah. Hey.
Hi, I'm Riza. You released an album a couple months ago.
Yeah, I did.
Loved it, loved your voice.
Oh, thank you.
My question, you kind of threw together a whole bunch of songs, and I just wanted to know what your reasoning was for choosing the songs you chose, because I really, I felt like it was a good mix, and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, cool. Cool. You're like, you kind of just threw a bunch of shit together, and I didn't really understand where your head was at with that. So can you just explain why? So yes, about a month ago, I released an EP, which stands for Extended Play. If anyone's wondering what EP stands for, because I didn't know. I'll be honest. My producer was like, "You should do an EP," and I was like, "Yeah, definitely." I'm like, what's the EP? It's an extended play. It's anything longer than a single but shorter than an album. Anyway, so I did 7 tracks, released an EP a month ago. I picked 7 songs. So I did this album with a singer-songwriter named Jason Mance produced it. He's a friend of mine that I met through the convention world, through Supernatural. And so Jason and he helped me pick the songs. One of them was an original that I wrote. One was an original Jason wrote. And then I picked, there was like Jason picked, you know the Radiohead song Creep?
Yes.
So Jason was in a bar in like Berlin or something, and he heard this woman in a jazz bar do a really jazzy cover of Creep, and he was like, oh my gosh, that'd be perfect for Gil. So we did a jazz version of Creep. And then there were other songs that just kind of like have been songs that I've liked to sing over the years, or songs that I've wanted to sing. Make You Feel My Love. Yeah. Was that good or?
It was very good.
Are you okay?
No.
Make You Feel My Love was actually written by Bob Dylan.
Yes.
I don't know if you knew that. It wasn't written by Adele.
Yes.
Though she made it super famous. Garth Brooks actually kind of made it famous, and then Adele just like knocked it out of the park. But yeah. Maybe. It's a good idea. So Make You Feel My Love is on there. from Wizard of Oz, If I Only Had a Brain. You guys are, oh, you're serious. Yeah, I love that song. It's just something I've always liked. I'm actually going to sing it tomorrow night at the concert. And it's different than what you're thinking. It's like, I heard, I'll probably repeat myself tomorrow night, but I heard Harry Connick Jr. do this song 25 years ago when he was like, gosh, I don't know, 22 years old, I think. And he did a really slow, kind of more melancholy version of that song, and I just thought it was so beautiful. So that's on there. And then there's like, you know, like Summertime. I just wanted like some classic songs, you know? It's definitely kind of a pop jazz album, I would say. Though it got like, iTunes put it in the jazz category, which is cool because the competition amongst jazz is not as competitive as, say, pop, you know? I'm not like going up against Bieber and Selena Gomez. In fact, the first 2 days it was on iTunes, it was the #1 jazz album. The #1 jazz album, first 2 days. And first couple days it was in the top 100 of all albums ever in the history of music. Yes, it was in the top 100. It got up to number 69. Don't laugh. It hung at 69, and that sounded worse when I say it like that. It was at number 69 in between Queen Greatest Hits and Guns N' Roses Greatest Hits, which was pretty cool. So I screenshotted that one because I was like, I gotta remember this. What's up, gorgeous?
Hi, handsome.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, so anyway, you can get it on iTunes. You can download it pretty much anywhere now. They're back.
Did you guys have a good time with Gil McKinney?
Thank you. So sweet.
Excellent. Now I'm going to have a good time with Gil McKinney, and I'm going to introduce Samurai Fish.
Thank you guys. Have a great day. See you later.